middle of nowhere, hidden by cornfields and silence, is the town of Graybridge. Population 1,312. Or at least, it used to be. The town tried to forget, but the shadows remembered. Between 2003 and 2013, 6 people vanished. Even now, it doesn't make sense. Something was off. Deeply off. Then came the part no one expected. No bodies, no notes, just gone. It started with a teenager who never came home from school. The wind carried whispers no one could trace. That's when everything changed. A backpack. She was last seen walking home. A red coat, a backpack, a smile. But the story doesn't end there. In her backpack was a diary. It could explain what happened to her. Only if they could find a lead, a message, some proof that could point them in the right direction. What they found raised more questions than answers. They searched the forest for days, trying to find more leads, more proof, and maybe, a body. She had a routine, and she never broke it. Until then. That wasn't the last time her name came up. More people vanished. The police had gone through the diary of the first missing girl. She wrote about all the things she lived through, about pain, bullies in school, and secret love she felt for a student. But there was more in the diary that maybe could explain to the police what may have happened. The girl wrote about the local priest. She saw the man as a friend, someone she looked up to, a man who could help her in difficult times, comfort her. She saw the man as a second father, but it was not just any priest. His name was Father Harlan, a quiet man with an unsettling calm. He kept to himself, always kind, maybe too kind. The girl who vanished first, she used to light candles at the chapel every Tuesday. He called her his brightest light. She was 14. After she vanished, Father Harlan stopped preaching, but he never left town. And it only gets darker from here. A few years later, something strange was found in his study. What comes next is hard to explain. An old cassette marked Noah. A report from 1971 mentioned a boy named Noah Greene, who had disappeared at age 10. There were no leads, until now. In the tape, a boy's voice whispered, "Father says they needed to go, that the silence is safer." And then a chilling discovery: Noah Greene was never gone. Father Harlan had taken him in, raised him in secret, hidden under the chapel, and over time, twisted the boy's mind. Noah became his tool, his shadow, his silence. But the story didn't end here. With every person that disappeared, the police eventually found a page from a police report hidden somewhere in the person's home. Isn't that strange? But do you know what is even more strange? The pages were the same in every occasion, but the police never could find the original page in their archives, as if it was deleted or removed by someone who had something to hide. But who could have done something like that? To enter the archives, you had to have special permissions, so it had to be an inside job. Let's go back to the moment Noah had disappeared. Back then, it was summer. Noah had just finished 4th grade. He was quiet, bookish, with a habit of walking alone through the woods behind the chapel. On July 2nd, he left home for a short walk. He never came back. A week-long search found nothing. No footprints, no clothing, just his backpack, carefully placed on the back pew of the church. Some thought he ran away. Others suspected a drifter. But Father Harlan? He led every prayer vigil, cried at every press conference, held Noah's mother as she wept. What no one knew was this. Father Harlan had found Noah first. He claimed it was divine guidance, that Noah was chosen. He brought the boy into the hidden cellars beneath the church, rooms no one else had entered in decades. There, Noah was raised in darkness, in obedience, in silence. Over the years, Harlan shaped him, isolated him, told him the world above had forgotten him, that it was corrupted, that only silence could cleanse sin. In that silence, Noah became someone else. And when the girl vanished in 2003, it was because Noah saw her lighting a candle, the same way he once had. She was taken, quietly, and it didn't stop there. Noah began watching, choosing, removing, one by one. The couple who laughed too loudly in church, the sheriff who threatened to shut down the chapel, the shopkeeper who spoke out about Father Harlan, all gone. And here's where it gets darker. The town's current mayor, his face matches photos of Noah Greene as a teen, but the mayor denies knowing anything about Noah. And yet, his fingerprints were found on a page from Father Harlan's journal, the same page left at every disappearance. No charges were ever filed. The church still stands, the caves beneath it sealed shut. But the silence in Graybridge never left.